Hey guys! I got another unboxing video here for you today. Today we're going to be unboxing a series of Amiibos I didn't think I was going to pick up, but I changed my mind. We are going to be looking at the Super Mario Brothers line of Amiibos. Now this is, I think, wave 1, maybe? I don't know if they're going to have another wave of Super Mario Brothers Amiibos, but these are special Amiibos for Mario Party 10. And they work with Super Smash Brothers. And the Toad Amiibo, as you see in the middle there, he works for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So if you have any of those games, these Amiibo will work for them. So, but anyways, there's actually a bunch of other games that these Amiibo work for. They work for Mario Kart 8, as well as Hyrule Warriors, and the list goes on. They'll work for anything. But anyways, I didn't think I was going to get this line of Amiibo because I was kind of getting to the point where I didn't want to really hunt for Amiibos because it was just so stressful and everything. But these Amiibo were actually not too difficult to find. The only hard one that was to find was Toad, and I still found Toad relatively easily. So honestly, I think these Amiibo are going to be the ones that are going to be mass produced. Like I said before, I think this is wave 1 of maybe 2. There's been talks of a Rosalina Amiibo, a Wario Amiibo, a Donkey Kong Amiibo for the Super Mario Brothers line. But we'll have to see when time comes. Maybe they'll announce something soon for another wave of Super Mario Brothers. Anyways, let's get on to unboxing these guys. Alright, we're going to go ahead and unbox these guys. But first, I kind of wanted to give a thank you to somebody. This Luigi Amiibo here, this was a gift from my good friend Sonic Ghost 64. This was a birthday gift for me. Well, obviously for my birthday. He went ahead and bought me a Super Mario Brothers Amiibo line figure, and he went ahead and picked up Luigi for me. So I want to thank you, Lester, for picking this up for me. And because of this, now I have gotten more Amiibo for my Amiibo collection, my ever-growing Amiibo collection. But I really wanted to thank you for getting this for me, Sonic Ghost. I really appreciate it. But anyways, I'm going to actually use this guy as, demonstration on how I unbox these guys. Now, if this is your first unboxing video you've seen from me, I have a specific way on how to unbox these guys. What I normally do is I poke a hole through here on the plastic, and I carve away from here from across the bottom and over to the other side. I don't carve this side, but whenever I do carve those sides, I lift it up at a 90-degree angle, go in and snag the Amiibo. That's kind of how I do it. That way it preserves the packaging. I have something planned I want to do with the packaging of all the Amiibo that I've unboxed over the years, or over the year, I should say, later. So that's kind of why I do it this way. But anyways, let's go ahead and unbox this guy. I'll find an entry hole right there. And then we start carving away at the plastic. Now be careful, like I mentioned in previous unboxing videos, be careful when you do this because, well, obviously knives are very sharp. And there's been many a times I've cut myself trying to open these guys. It's funny because I work in a job that require me to cut things a lot, so you would think I'd be used to it right by now. Actually, hold on a second, let me try to... There we go. I didn't want to ruin the packaging too much of this, but let's go ahead and try to find another entry hole here. Okay. I don't think that was good. Oh, let's go here. Okay, there. There we go. Okay. Gosh, these packages are a little bit tougher than the last ones. Maybe it's just this packaging here. Let's go ahead and find another entry hole here. Then cut a hole on the other side. There we go. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. I did a pretty poor job this time, but there we go. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and lift it up at 90 degrees. Go ahead and snag Luigi here. And we preserved the packaging, kind of. I didn't really do too good of a job this time, but that's normally how I do it, to preserve the packaging and everything. But now that we've got them out, I do have to make a little disclaimer. If you're trying to get these, thinking that you can use these figures while they're still in the package, you cannot use it. The main reason is because of this little metal protection thing right here. You cannot use the NFC chip on these Amiibo unless you take them out of the package. So if you're thinking that you can just plop the package right on my Wii U and I'll read it, it won't work. So you have to unbox these if you want to use these. Now you just go ahead and pop that open, and out comes Luigi. But anyways, let's go ahead and unbox all these guys here. And I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, now that we've gotten all the figures out of the boxes, let's go ahead and look at each one of these individually. The first Amiibo, and obviously the most iconic out of the Super Mario Brothers line, is Mario. We've seen this Amiibo before whenever I did the unboxing of the Gold Mario Amiibo, the special limited edition Gold Mario. This is the standard version of the Mario Amiibo. It's pretty much the same, except it's Mario. He's, got the red hat, red shirt, blue overalls, and all that other stuff. But if you see the base of it, it's a lot different than the Super Smash Brothers line. It's got like a checkerboard type base to it, and it's red at the bottom here. If you look at Mario's details to his overalls and everything, you can kind of see that they're denim and all this other stuff. I do like the little attention to detail, and I do like how simple this Amiibo is. It's pretty much Mario. I mean, there's nothing too detailed about Mario. He's a cartoon character. So, anyways, that's Mario. Let's go. The second Amiibo, Luigi. This is the Amiibo that Sonic Ghost got me for my birthday, and I want to once again thank you for that. I do like this Luigi Amiibo because it's just like, you can kind of tell Luigi's character out of that just by the way he got his, his finger pointing to his hat and everything. It's just lifting his hat up a little bit. I do like that. Like Mario, he's really kind of simple. The only little major detail is the denim to his jeans, but pretty much he's a simple character. A lot of these characters are just going to be plain old simple characters because, well, they're cartoon characters. There's not too much detail to them. They're not like they're anime characters or anything. But I do like Luigi's Amiibo. And one thing I do have to point out is these Amiibo, these Super Mario Brothers line, are a lot taller than the other Amiibos. Like, you'll see how tall this is. It doesn't seem like it's that tall, but if you compare it to like a Super Smash Brothers Amiibo, it's a lot taller than the other ones. So pretty much this one's a lot bigger than his Super Smash Brothers counterpart to it. But that's Luigi. It's Luigi time. The third Amiibo, Yoshi. This is Yoshi's Amiibo. Yoshi, I honestly, in my honest opinion, I like this Amiibo a lot. But this Amiibo isn't as good as his Smash Brothers Amiibo, in my opinion. The main reason is you can kind of tell that there wasn't too much work into it. You can kind of see the hinges of his limbs and stuff like that on the Amiibo. And I don't like that because, honestly, I think, in my opinion, they could have just blended that a little bit better than they did. Because you can obviously see the big old hinges where his legs are, the hinges where his arms are, and you can even see the hinge where his nose is. And he's got a big old snout. So it's kind of hard to not notice that. I do like the little attention to detail, if you can kind of see it, of his eyes. It's really good. One thing that I've noticed with this Super Mario Brothers line is I've been kind of getting Amiibos that don't have very good paint jobs on them. You'll see, you can kind of see little white splotches everywhere on the green. It's not supposed to be like that. I don't know what the deal is. Luigi kind of has the same thing, except he's got a little white splotch underneath his mustache. But I just now noticed that, like, when I was unboxing these, that these don't have very good paint jobs on them. And I don't know what the deal is. But even though I like the Super Smash Bros. Yoshi Amiibo a lot better, I do like this one because it captures Yoshi's adorableness, and I love Yoshi. Yoshi's just an adorable character. But that's Yoshi. The next Amiibo, and probably the tallest one, is Princess Peach. Now, Princess Peach is very tall. Like I mentioned before, she's kind of like a really tall Amiibo. And if you can kind of see, like, I do like how her dress pretty much covers the whole entire base of that, because it was just, it's like a cylinder shape, if you know what I mean. I like that. I don't know why I do, but she's not as detailed as her Smash counterpart, because, like, you don't see any designs on her dress. It's just plain old pink dress and everything. But I do like how simple this is. Like, a lot of these Super Mario Brothers Amiibos, they're just simple characters because they're just cartoons and stuff like that. But there's really not too much to say about the detail on these things. I was lucky with this one. This one doesn't have very bad paint jobs like the other ones. I can't find any splotches of paint that kind of missed the mark. But other than that, that's Princess Peach. The next Amiibo, and probably the heaviest Amiibo of them all, is Bowser. This guy is ginormous. Look how big he is. He can barely stand on this stand. This is ridiculous. He is really heavy. Like, his Smash Brothers counterpart was really heavy. This guy's a lot heavier because he's bigger. But like Bowser in the Super Smash Brothers, this one's probably the most detailed, because they kind of paint out the details of his scales. They have very good details on his shell, and especially with the spikes and everything. And you can kind of see the little wristband and neck thing on him. He's got the spikes and everything. This is really a detailed Amiibo. And this is probably the most well done Amiibo in my opinion. I probably like, out of all of them, Bowser's probably the best looking one. And like I said, he's the most heavy. He's really big and he's really heavy. I can't believe it. It's like, if you order this, this probably weighs about 2 Marios. That's how heavy it is. But that's Bowser. Bowser is really big. And finally, the final Amiibo, and probably the rarest of the bunch, is Toad. Now, Toad is the only different Amiibo in this set. All the other characters that I've shown off, they have Smash Brothers counterparts, so you can pretty much substitute the Smash Brothers Amiibo with the Super Mario Brothers version of it. But this one is a lot different because, well, he doesn't have one. Toad is the only unique character out of the bunch. And this was the only one I was thinking of picking up at the time because he was different. Toad is pretty simple like the other ones. He's just a cartoon character, so there's really not too much detail to him. I do like the fact that he got, you know, the details on his hat and everything. But Toad is probably the rarest of the bunch just because he's the most unique to the set. If you get what I'm saying. Toad can be used for Mario Party 10, but he's also used for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which you can use him to be able to find little Toad sprites in the game and everything. I do like that. So Toad is actually worth getting if you're an Amiibo collector like myself. But pretty much there's not really too much detail to him. But other than that, that's Toad. Anyways, guys, that was the Super Mario line of Amiibos from Nintendo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video I do. Take care, everybody.